Hello. Welcome. You know what I want to do? I want to crash an Apple store. I'm going to do that. I'm just wild, crazy, and free. We have to get high, because we're wild and crazy and free. Lisa, just to let you know, I'll be able to do... Well, thank you. Did the GoFundMe or what? Yeah, YouTube had a weird glitch. So I apologize about the last live stream, but at least I got a live stream for today. So folks, I apologize. I'm really going through a lot right now, so if you see some dips in my emotional state, blame the world. That's what we do. I mean, I'll take accountability, but I'm still blaming the world. That's what you do. You blame the world. It is not night. Well, it'll be soon. Did it glitch? Yeah, it was like a weird YouTube glitch that deleted it. It happens. You never have that happen to you? Oh my god. Like, I've missed videos because it's like I'll upload something and then like something funky will go on. It's not common. It's rare. But like it happened and I was just like, whatever. So, I guess that's what happens. Well, who knows? We're not focused on that. Can we get the likes up? We're at 7 people watching and no likes. Look, there's like some event going on right now. You know, people really hate being on camera. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, what do you want? Do you have a Venmo? Just PayPal and Zelle. Do you have PayPal or Zelle? Yeah, I have problems with Venmo right now, unfortunately. I know it sucks. PayPal, Zelle, what do I else have? It's still daylight, I know. NSO496@gmail.com. I'll even let you know on Friday. So, working on it. Jesse Dumas. Thank you. Tessa, you look ravishing as always. Can we get the likes up? Oh, is that why the stream ended early? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I apologize. I don't feel proud of myself right now. Usually I have a lot of pride, but I'm like the lion that was beat in battle. So, I apologize. Usually I'm a lot stronger. You know, I just want to document my life. You know, that's my thing, is I want to be a revolutionary, not just an evolutionary. I want people to take my messages and life story and learn how I survived. I failed. Even if I failed, I still survived and I still won. I asked a few Cali streamers to... What'd you say? I asked a few Cali streamers to... Yeah, it's typical, you know? The thing is, people have their head up their own... They don't care. That's just what it is. And look, I'll reach out to a person within a degree, but it's like at the same time, it's like, look, you know, it's a mixed line, right? There's blurred lines when it comes to content. People want to think about their brand, and if someone potentially hurts their brand, then they're going to say no to you. They don't want to reach out because they feel like you're going to hurt them. And even if you're just a genuinely good person on the outside, they just become nasty, and then you feel nasty back. And then you have to somehow tell yourself not to be nasty. One of them said, what, about their brand? I'm not even surprised. Can you tell me the names? I'm curious, because I'll actually meet them in person. You want to know something really funny? Oh my god, you're going to laugh at this. Yeah, that's how they work. They're like, I need to protect my brand, aka narcissism. That's what it comes down to, is narcissism. Look, I'll be nice to practically everybody, but I will be a little guarded on some things. I'm not necessarily going to say no right away, but I'll listen to you within reason. So, I don't like being nasty. If you see me nasty, you're just like, Nick had a bad day. I don't want to mess with Nick on a bad day. Like, I need to talk to him when he's cooled down, or I need to be like, look, you okay, man? And then, like, don't be condescending when I'm having a bad day either, because then that's just going to irritate me even worse, right? I have certain pet peeves. I won't drop a name, but they are live right now. If you know them, should I know them? I could probably imagine. Who's it? Princess Peach, okay. Is it who I think it is? Look, if it's someone I'm friends with, then just leave them alone, because, look, people have told me, Nick, why aren't you asking Plain Rock? Why aren't you asking Demeech? Because they've got shit in their lives. Look, I don't care if they can or can't help. They got their own lives. I'm not gonna look, I don't want to hold someone to a fire unless I have to. And to be honest with them, I'd rather be their friend. Same with Riders DX or some of these other guys. And they know the stuff I'm going through. It's not a big streamer? Okay. Yeah, Demetrius is pretty big to me. I mean, I'm just thankful that people turn around and be like, oh, that's it? Well, then I don't care. They only have 700 subs, I'll live. Look, it's not even about size, right? It's not even about that. It's what it is. And it's like you have to kind of it's like the boomers say, pick up the bootstraps and screw you. And that's all you get. And it's just like, you just start crying and you're just like, you're a heartless freak. You just start want to go on a burst. And it's like, you know what? You're not going to get what you want, is what you want to say to the person back. And then they're going to try to fire that back. And think, you know what? I'd rather be miserable if you're miserable. Congratulations, you got what you wanted. I'm sorry, it's the truth. It's like, what do you want me to tell you? It's like, if you're going to be miserable to me, then you're also going to be miserable. And I can bring the misery, but I can also bring the pain. But if you want that, I can also bring the healing. So, and I'd rather bring the healing than the pain. Good evening, Calculator. Hi. Greetings. Yeah, I didn't do any topless cooking. Well, sometimes I can be a little bit of a freak in the sheets, you know? Hey, what do they say about the streets and the sheets? A beast in the streets, but a freak in the sheets? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I got that skill. I'll never forget Brody said, so you're gonna DK Banana? Brody kills me. Oh, that man. What am I gonna do with him? Oh, Brody Meyer. You're just an amazing man. I hope he never changes. I'm just like, I'm sorry. He's just so hot. It's just like, you meet certain people. Yeah, people nowadays are something. They really are. But here's the thing. Is, at the end of the day, no matter how happy you get, someone's always going to have a comment. And you have to be like, well, if your comment's valid, I'm listening. But I'm going to let you know if your comment's not valid, right? And then when someone's like, oh, I don't like this for this reason. I don't like this for this reason. So you know what I'm going to prompt it with? Well, give me a reason on what I should do. See, this is why, I'm sorry to say his name again. This is why Mr. Smash, I'm not even saying his name, Mr. Smash026, and I fell out as friends. I remember having to hide. Oh, I've been there. People got no ball. They don't. See, that's the funny thing of the anonymity argument. It's like, look, you want to argue about anonymity? I'm going to say you lack any grace or passion, because you just want to hide behind a computer and say whatever you want without any consequence. And it's like, at that point, you might as well be a jerk. Congratulations. What else do you want to tell the world? I was wondering why the stream deleted. Did you do it? No. It deleted itself. Sorry, say. How do I look? My beard looks a little gingery brown, right? It look good? How sexy is my beard tonight, guys? Look good? Does my beard look good? I know it's no Teddy Swims. You look great. Thank you. So, I do my best to look presentable. You know, I think this hard part is, despite the things you go through, I did have a little bit of a touch-up. So, thank you, Calico Boy. I think the hard thing about being a grown-up in a dysfunctional family of 6 is learning that people will say, honestly, Tessa, I hide it with a hat. You seriously like me going platinum? Wait till I get 50 or 60, then you'll see it. Ow, my back and the neck. Smash? Smash who? Who's Smash? Oh, I'm not seeing this person. Smash JT or who? I'm 37. Do you want me to go meet Smash JT? I don't mind. Yeah, you know, Smash JT and I'm in his DMs. A Smash. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I had drama with him. Look, I can tell you already. Basically, he had a falling out because he became a narcissist. Plain and simple. And he's gonna argue anything else. It's like, bro, your wife divorced you on stream. That's like a freaking, like, black hole of death. It's like, you survived that with the skin of your teeth, but you're, like, basically going through your fail legacy. Or I should say flop legacy. Like, he had his legacy, now he has a flop legacy. So it's like, what do you want me to tell you? If you wanted to unflop his legacy, you should apologize to me and then ask Nick, I'm failing. I'm in your hands. If he did that and he took the L, I'm like, give me a month and let me come up with an idea. And I'd do it for him. I'd do it for him. Hell, I don't know why I still care about him. Because I thought we were friends. But sometimes your closest friends will stab you in the back and you have to accept it. You know, that's how you grow as a person. It doesn't mean you end your life because of it. It just means you take it contextually and you recontextualize it and you're like, you know what, this was a painful experience, but that's how I handled my grandmother's death. You know? No, I'm keeping the jacket. Sorry, Tessa. Unless you're gonna buy me a new one. You gonna buy me a new jacket? Oh, we already know this, Tails. We already know this. Look. Right, I'm a gay man. We already know this. Pride, hoo-ha-ha. Like, we get that. But of course, everyone has to accept their failure at one point or another. If you can't accept your failure, you can never accept your success. He accepted the success first, but once he got to failure, ooh, harsh. So you know what that means? Because he accepted the failure? Actually, he didn't accept the failure, he only accepted the success. Because he only accepted the success, that means he can't succeed any further because of his failure. It's the facts. 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 It's a pseudoscience, but it's a true science. You know what I want to do? I want to do a live stream exposing the Apple Store. I love that. I'm going to go in the Apple Store and be like, hey, do you have a problem with me dancing? And then just go up to every employee. It's like, why are you asking that question? Oh, I'm asking you a question on stream. And then I just want to start doing that. So Justine can dance in your store because she's a woman and I can't? That's sexist. And I just want to start laughing. Oh, I'm going to start laughing hysterically. So tell me. So she can dance in your store, but I can't. Sexist. You guys are pigs. Yeah. Tess is like, Nick, I love it when men dance. If I'm a woman and I dance and the man doesn't dance, he's a pig. But Nick, you're the most sexy man ever. Tess is like, stop it, Nick. You're making me uncomfortable. I love it. I hope Tess is in the chat. I love her. So, like, you always play games with me, and I don't know what to think. It's like, just think that I love you, babe. I love you, babe. Anyway, what am I doing right now? Oh, right. We're in the Castro. Apple freaking sucks. They can't repair your phone. Honestly, the problem with Apple is they will literally gouge you hundreds of dollars and then argue that they're the best product in the world. And then it's like, personally, I'd rather have crap that works, that doesn't overcharge me, than crap that is going to basically break down anyway. So, no, Apple, shove it up your own. So, goodbye. No, Apple, no. I'm back. I asked them again, but they left again on red. Yeah. I basically have to make a commotion. I have to be the nastiest person for people to pay attention to. Should I do it tomorrow? Should I go up to the Apple Store? I don't care if I even get banned. Explain. I'm gonna need some answers on that one. How are they taking the Apple route? I'll say this when it comes to Nintendo and Apple. They do take inspirations. Look, no matter the tech company, they overcharge for a re-release. Nintendo's a lot different. There's a difference for that. So I'll give you an example. It looks sunnier where you are. Here in SoCal, the sun is gone. Oh, May Gray and June Gloom, right? Do you feel? No, I don't. No. I'm just kind of like leaning into the wave. That's how I'm doing it. People are gonna, look, here's the problem. People can't handle the truth. So when people can't handle the truth, what do they do to the person? You're spiraling. They will use mental health as a weapon. So you have to stand strong and tall. And you'd be like, no, I'm not spiraling. You're spiraling. So you have to play rubber glue back to you. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta play projection, deflection. And people do that all the time. And sometimes you don't realize how powerful these mental tactics are when you use them correctly. All right, you can go. I don't know. It's lighter up in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, it is. I wish I could see my German friends again. I miss Raphael and Wolfgang, their dog Fritz. So, stream in the Apple Store tomorrow. Oh, I will. They're gonna hate it. I'm gonna just go up and be like, hey guys! Oh no! Love it.
Everyone's gotta have something to do.
Yeah, you're looking good. I like your hat.
Thank you.
How are you tonight?
I'm well, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm Nick.
What's that?
I'm Nick.
Hi there. I'm
Hi.
Eyeball. Nice to meet you.
I'm what?
Eyeball.
Eyeball. Are you gay?
No.
No. That's true.
Alright.
Are you getting laid?
What's that?
Are you getting laid?
What's that?
Are you getting laid?
Of course.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So, anyway, have a good night. See, I don't care about asking random strangers if they're getting some. So. Oh my god, I need to do more Pretendo stuff. 8:51, so it's getting dark here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll do that too, Calca Boy. And they try to kick me out, like, you can't kick me out. That's homophobic. That's what I'm gonna say. You're homophobic. I'm gay, and you're homophobic. That's what I'm gonna use. See, now I'm gonna use my homosexuality as a weapon. I never did it before. This is a new feeling. Hey, Calico Boy, did you ever use your homosexuality as a weapon? God, I need to do it more often. What are you saying now? I don't think the dude is getting laid. He sounded disappointed. Yeah, he probably isn't. I paid Google translated paper money. Okay. Tails, what did you say? It's already getting dark. Yeah, it is. So, you guys love me. She loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves... Well, I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way. I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way. I'm going to make such a fun mess. I'm going to be a hot mess. I won't do that in Disney, though. I'll be way more nicer in Disney. So, I'm only doing it nicer. Look, there was a guard. There was a guard today that was so nasty. So belligerent. I was like, you know what, dude? Go yourself. Like, you are more outgoing and braver than I. Well, someone has to be, okay? You know, I was a little boy in school that was always too afraid to say anything. And I just got up and I was like, you know what? You're a little... And I had to just point out to someone. Where what? To the Apple store? Yeah, well, I have to make fun of it. Literally, it's how I am. You know, I can be a little rude, but at least I'm fun about it. And then the person's like, you know what? Nick's just high-spirited. That's what you gotta do. It's high-spirited. You know, the worst thing is when someone doesn't like you because they want to find an excuse not to like you. And then you're just like, oh, Apple Store, honey. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets... I know. I'll have fun with that. See, I've never done that before.
Well, no, but she's being a bit cheeky, but whatever.
She should do it.
She is? Are you gonna get her fired? That's the best way to handle it. Have a good night. What does it say? What is it? Why we got people never got educated at civics. But it's nice to see you do it. Shows a lot of courage. Make sure he gets fired. Yeah, Tessa. Yeah. I'm gonna stick it to him. He's gonna be like, you know, he kind of looks like a bottom. Like, no shaming or anything, but he looks like a bottom. He looks like he needs a good D. I'd give it to him, but he wouldn't want it. So, you know, the sad part is that he doesn't know how homophobic he really is. Like, thank you, Tails. Thank you. Thank you. What's up? Should I even tell you, Marcus? Okay, I'll tell you. But I'll keep it rated G. A role that receives. Yes. So you have what's called on top, the person that's in control, and the bottom. That is the person that takes it. There you go. You learn something new each day. So, I'm not going to go any further than that. You can do more research. It's a slang. It's a gay slang term. And I'm going to leave it at that. You better. Oh yeah, did you end up playing the Switch? I did. Look. There's also, okay. Next, don't tell me about side. Hey Nick, side. Are you a side? Well, only when I need to be a side. You know, you can take Nick on the side. Do you want to take me on the side, Calico Boy? Calico Boy's like laughing. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe he's saying this on stream. He is so bold. I love it. So, yeah. So, side, verse. You know what I am? So, there's what's called a verse bottom bodybuilder. I'm a top verse runner dancer. So, that's just how I am. I let my flamboyance speak the masculinity it needs to. So, I don't like to subscribe to this whole, like, toxic masculinity. That's like crap. If someone asked me, Nick, how do you make something feminine more masculine? And you know what I said to them? Make it gay. Make it gay. So that's what we do. Put rainbows on it and just exuberant the flamboyance. It's such a bold way. Well, that's true. We do got the Dom bombs. So I'm having fun. Being on top is fun if you're in control. You know, sometimes the tops like to sit down as the bottoms go at it. So so bad right now. Why was he taking a cable car on a stream? Because, Tails, we like to have fun. Hold on, I'm looking through chat. Yeah, I did get to play Switch 2. I did get to play Switch 2. So that we like the Amazon worker doing his job. Keep it up, Amazon worker. I wonder if the Amazon worker is at bottom or top. He can do whatever citizen he wants. He's an Amazon worker. He delivers. He delivers. I enjoyed Mario Kart. I wanted to play more. Right. You know, the problem with Mario Kart, how did you like it? I enjoyed it. Look, I'm waiting for money to come in from my old retirement that I basically... So, trust me when I say, like, I don't want you guys like, guys, he's got his retirement. Look, no. I still need your guys' help. Just because I have a backup doesn't mean the backup is reliable. And then it's like at the end of the day, oh, did someone leave their food here? No, I'll leave it. I don't have any food left. I have like $1 in my pocket. I spent $10 today. You know, San Diego used to be more affordable. It's not. Alright. I hope so. Because if you guys got me, I'll get your back too. Just so you know. No, I don't agree with that completely. Like, I like San Diego. San Francisco kind of sucks. I want to go back to New York. Look, I actually do want to go back to the East Coast, but it's tricky. Because they're, like, if you ask me, I want to stay in San Francisco. But I can't. I have to go to LA. I have to contact some contacts. I need to do what needs to be done. People will try to cheap into death. And I'm like, look, no. Either you help me when I'm requesting or I'm screwed. Yeah, I know. This is going to be tough. I'm going to have to make a decision. This is going to be rough F tough. Because what's in LA? I have contacts. There's VidCon. There's a couple of things going on. The problem is I have to spend money to get a bus ticket, to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this. So there's a couple of problems we're going to run into. I wanted to sell my white Nintendo 2DS XL. There's that. I'm going to have to be managing my budget, probably just drinking lots of water. You might see me lose weight because of how skinny I'm going to get. Literally, I'm not going to have enough energy because I'm going to have to, like, literally start... I don't know when I have to pay a membership next month. What kind of membership? What about next month? Yeah, I know. You know, I probably could go to San Diego Comic-Con because I have contacts there. So I know people are like, you see my... Like, look, I'm a resourceful guy. Like, you know, I can go maybe for a day or two. Probably a day, if I'm lucky. I don't want to count on it completely. Look, I have contacts, I have connections. People like me in San Diego. I mean, the problem is, no matter where you go, someone will always fall out with you. It's just life. But you kind of know how people see you when they know who generally you are. And I would love to meet you there at Comic-Con. Which one? San Diego? Are you going to San Diego Comic-Con? Do you live in San Diego? I'm just curious, it's all. No, I'm a friendly guy. I'll literally make a meetup. I will literally make a meetup. I have no qualms. If you could go on Saturday for it, I'd love to bring my 3DS and meet you. Okay. I could see. You know, the thing is, you do. You used to go to Street Pass San Diego. Do you know I went there frequently? Yeah, I used to go to San Diego meetups. Those guys were the best. Those guys were my favorite. I love Street Pass San Diego. I literally, like, let me tell you, David Denny loves me. That man That man, David Denny, he's like, Nick, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Like, dude, like, I'm like, David, back at you, man. You know, there is some problems with San Diego we do have to address. And even David's like, Nick, I know, no group's not perfect. I know how you are with the ruler stick. And I'm like, yes, David, I know. And like, at the end of the day, like, I'll just never forget when my brother would be like, I think David doesn't like me. And I was like, yeah, Robert, of course he doesn't like you. He only likes me. So shut the hell up and get the hell out. So, Zatarans. And just. What are you saying? It says, you would? Oh, that's so kind of you. Wow, that's so sweet. That's the kindest thing anyone's done for me. Oh, that guy's giving a hug. That's so nice. I like it. See, that's what we need in the world. More hugs. Oh. The gaming otter from the gaming goat. Oh, that's so sweet of you. So unfortunately, only New York is showing the direct, so I won't be able to get to a plane flight in time. So no dice on that one. Look, guys, when I made the commitment to San Francisco, I made the commitment to San Francisco. You guys know that. Whether or not I could pull it off, that was a lot of contingencies that had to go through. And look, I can say one thing that's the most important about this Switch launch. I was the first person to record it on a 2DS XL. I was the first person to record it. So you want to know something? I did something amazing. But maybe the next console launch, I'll have to take it even bigger. Maybe. You know, the Switch 2 just feels like another iteration. It's just a continuation, right? Nintendo needs to keep their shareholders happy. So they have to do what they have to do. Look, I'm not upset at Nintendo. I don't think it's a bad console. Mudahar's just stupid. So, hey, I'll call out some ordinary gamers. I don't care. You are not the Pope. And no. Like, I just want to say something about the Todd in the Shadows review of Ordinary. I remember when he was all like, oh, I'm Christian, and you have to earn the right to have a choir. I'm like, wrong, Todd. You're not the Pope. You're not the Pope. You're not a cardinal. You're only a follower at best. And basically a brazen follower who fell his path. And it's like, look, I'm not even going to deny. I basically fell out of love of religion because I learned how corrupt aspects of it were. But just because I fell out of love of religion doesn't mean I don't acknowledge the benefits of it. And it's like, look, then someone's like, oh, so you're an atheist. No, I believe in a higher power. I believe in it, even if the higher power is corrupt. Nice. Look, I will call anything out that I need to call. The system is corrupt. It always has been. There's nothing ever fair. How do you talk during music in shorts? Well, all you do is basically, so what you do is you record the video, and then you lace in the audio after. That's all you do. So you have to do it particular, right? So if you try, there's a certain setup that you have to follow. So if you talk, there are other ways you can go around it. So oh, I know. I just think he could have played it off funnier. And it was like, look, man, you're literally soapboxing all day. What do you think you're gonna get? You're soapboxing, bro. You think the world owes you respect? No. You think people owe me respect? The only way people owe me respect is if I give them respect. That's it. That's it. And you don't get respect unless you give it. And even if you don't get it, you have to be like, you know what? You don't respect me and I gave it to you? Goodbye. That's what you do. I hate people like that. Oh, yeah, I already know that. You should see Pride. You should see Pride. Pride is with that. Look, I love Pride. I'm really happy that Pride's going to keep going. Someone says something. I would have laughed. I mostly due to the fact everyone cosplays and they think. Yeah, you know, the problem with religion is they don't know the difference between celebration and idols. And just because you're celebrating a Marvel character does not mean you're celebrating an idol, right? So here's how this works, right? If there's a Marvel character, you should do a Tomoga. I don't understand why, Tails, but I appreciate the attempt of an idea. I'm gonna say no, I'm sorry. I appreciate it, but I'm sorry. Look, here's the big thing about cosplaying. Why do people cosplay? Empowerment. Like, it makes them feel good, it makes them feel powerful, and it shows another side of themselves. The point about cosplaying isn't... Oh, that's true, too. Oh, you can misuse anything, right? It's like AI. People say AI is just bad. It's like, no. It's like, this isn't like meth or crack or... This isn't a drug that's bad. This is literally, right? This is literally something that's divisive. Something that is good to a fault. And they cosplay because it shows how happy they are to be themselves. Well, yeah, more like another side of themselves. But yeah, sure, we'll go with that. It's like, when I cosplay, I'm technically being someone else, but I'm being someone else that reflects my values and beliefs. If that makes sense. Like, for example, when I was a kid, I used to cosplay as a dragon. Because they would breathe fire and they roar and they have a big belly and a whole bunch of other things. And while I'm not a dragon, it's less so about being the dragon. It's more so about the dragon just transforming your everyday life with imagination. And you kind of living out your fantasy. And the fantasy doesn't take over your life unless you let it. So if you cosplay, well, you know, there are famous ones too, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Right. So, but the thing about cosplay is it's an art. You know, I'm friends with Destiny FOMO, and she's a cool chick. I mean, she's a bit of a loquacious chick, but she's cool. I like her. I'm friends with her. We're not like BFFs, but we're BFFs-ish. We're friends, I should say. We're not BFFs. We're just casual friends at best. So, we're really more, to be honest, acquaintances. So, she was an interesting story because of certain circumstances. What am I thinking of right now? What time is it? Well, let's be upfront here. Look. Here's the easy way to handle that. Let me know. I wish December was the only month that existed. Wow, why? Look, here's what I think. So listen, hear me out, guys. Hear me out, okay, when it comes to cosplaying. Anybody can make anything good toxic, right? So this is what you gotta do. And it depends on how the toxic is. Because sometimes you can be toxic and not realize it, and sometimes the other person can be toxic and not realize it. And really, you need a mediator, and it's less so about taking the sides, but more so like, guys, I get where both sides are coming from, but you need to keep to yourselves. And that's kind of the best way to handle it, ideally. Of course, it's not easy. It's easier said than done. But here's the real thing, right? So, okay, let's say you're cosplaying as, I don't know, Batman, and you're a fat Batman. I don't know. Have you made a plan? Kinda. It's a little up in the air, Calca Boy. Look, a lot of this California has been a roller coaster of ifs, ands, and buts. And so, just know I have to plot my path out. We're going to be in Screw F's territory about finding a place to stay. Like, I'm worried. Very worried. Very, very worried. Well, no one should be toxic. What were the days? DM me the days I can stay with you. What is it, Tuesday through Thursday or something like that? Because I'm probably going to have to be juggling myself around guys. I know that sounds hot. Screw me. So where am I now? Am I in Castro? This kind of makes me think I'm in Professor Layton for some reason. Like I'm gonna see a street light, it's gonna remind me of a puzzle. So, Yamo. I just hope you stay safe and have somewhere. Me too, but like, you know, that's the problem is I'm taking a risk with my life in that way. And so it's scary. It's very scary. Dude. Okay. Yeah, seriously. Well, YouTube Shorts can be good for some things, but I'm kind of failing through the algorithm. The algorithm is not giving me the results I want. It'll go up a little bit and then it'll stay stagnant. We have a problem. I'm either getting shadow banned, right? Or the Shorts feed is like in the content. People will try to argue bad content, but bad content, right? Bad content is subjective. You could take a piece of garbage pizza and make someone think it's good to the right person because they don't know any better. That's the truth. So it's like, you know, when Todd in the Shadows, why would you get shadow banned? Ooh, there's a couple of reasons. Let's see.
Yeah, I really stoked. I like this group.
Let me see what I can do.
Here we go.
So tired. Oh.
Esa por lo que dices, eso.
I think my most liked video is the Baby Luigi one, which is now like dead in the algorithm, unfortunately. Go to take a bath. I took a shower tonight, honey. I will be going up to probably the Eagle, although they'll probably make me stop to relax. Yeah, I wish, honey. Maybe I'll take a bath in Calico Boy's house. Hey, Calico Boy, will I get my own room or do I sleep in your bedroom? Joking. Oh God, mission. What are we now? Hey, if you extend yourself as a host, I will do nothing but thank you unconditionally. That's how I was raised. Well, join the club, man. Oh wow, copyright music, great. People be blasting their music out in San Francisco. I'm getting tired. It's now nighttime. I might have to see where the maps lie. We're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have to bop out stream real quick. Hold on, guys. Well, I know where I'm going now. Well, I appreciate that, Tails. I apologize if the whole honey thing. It's just a term of endearment. Look, when I call someone honey or sweetie, it's not meant to be condescending, right? It's meant to be endearing. What was happening? I had to look at the maps. Guys, I don't know where I'm going in San Francisco at the time. I need a map. And my phone is my only guide. Well, I sleep in a huge bed, so... Okay. I just want you to know, Calico Boy, because you're helping me, I will respect you and I will do what I have to do to maintain residence with you. Within the reason. It's cool. It's fine. You can say. Really? You know, my friend Peter said there was some in the Costco in San Francisco, so I might be able to get one, but that depends on my paycheck situation from retirement. Really? Did you buy me one? Is it bad I'd actually take one off your hands for free? Sorry. I'm joking. Now it's yours. Don't worry, it's your Switch too. You play it. Play it. Hey, how about this? You want me to stream on your Switch too? I could. I like the shadow in the background. Really? You do that? If you do that, can I put you on video? Is that okay? You do that? Really? My friend bought me the selfie stick. You know, I'm kind of humbled that people are so kind to me. I don't know how to handle the world right now. Is this, Folsom? Well, Josiah? Dumas? Is that your name? Josiah? Did I pronounce that right? I'm horrible with names. Really? Why were they rude? I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand. Like, I'm making a face like I'm confused, but like, is this Folsom? Okay. I'm doing what I can. I know, I'm literally grew up in an Ivy League town, so if I don't know what I'm pronouncing, I'm basically an idiot. Even though I didn't go to the university because my dad was a squash coach. He was a dentist. But that's not the point. South Finesse. Next over. Yes, I will not be doing that. Well, how about this? Let's make a truce. How about only video game live streams? Is that fair? Can I play Mario Kart and keep it contained? That's fair. I'll be in a corner. I won't include you. I'll stay away. You can like kind of message from behind the scenes. If we do that, that's fair. Just no like camera live streams. Yeah, sorry Zenith, I messaged in the group. Look, I think if I'm gonna message, and I did actually tell Peter this, my friend that I'm staying with currently. If I end up streaming at Peter's, he's like, look, if you're gonna do it discreetly, you know, don't do your camera thing. Don't put me on camera. And I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not putting you on camera. Nice. 6? Which one? Celis's theme or Terra's theme or which song? I like Terra's theme, where it's like, what does it go like? It goes like, Tessa, didn't you already see Peter? I know you, Tessa. Hey, girl. Hey. You're not... Look. Calico Boy. Listen. If I do it, here's what I would do to make it not recognizable. I'll put myself in a corner. In a corner where it's white walls and it's basically unrecognizable. That's what you do. See, what I do, if I'm going to live stream somewhere and make it unrecognizable, that's what I do. So... Oh, nice job, Tessa. Doesn't include Tessa's theme, but it has Celes' theme. Yeah, I know. That's CELES. Yeah, I know that one. How it goes. It's like, I can hear it in my head, but I can't play it. For some reason, like, my brain's having a fart on it. Where did you meet your mods? Which face? Huh? Look, Calico Boy, I have a, well, actually I don't have it. I'm trying to remember. Oh, my Switch got stolen. So I have to replace my Switch and a Switch 2. Great. So, Celes is a really good. The opera scene is definitely fantastic. No, I remember watching it where she throws the flower over the ridge of the balcony. It's beautiful. Oh, this guy's homeless. So this is the one sound side of San Francisco. You gotta be real careful. Shotwell? Okay, now I don't know where I'm going, so I'm gonna have to bounce out of the stream real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I can still be sweet to Tessa. She knows I like her. Hey. Personally, I know that I identify as gay, but I'm more than just gay. I'm homo-flexible. So... I'm making Tessa so uncomfortable. She's like, Nick, stop it. Hey, babe. How are you, babe? Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Babe, how are you doing today, babe? Hey, babe. I love you, babe. Babe, what you got going on, babe? Hey, babe. Babe, babe. 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 Babe, what you got going on there? Hey, babe. Too much? That was too much. I'll just play that song where it's like, sugar, yes, please, make it come. I love that song. How will you feed yourself? I don't mind taking you out here and there. Look, here's a good way to feed me. Trader Joe's. Look, and if you really want to be cheap, just have some boxes of pasta and stuff. Like, look, you don't have to necessarily feed me avant-garde food, but just, you know, be practical about it and get me some oatmeal. Get me a tub of oatmeal and some pasta. And if you want, just get me some salads, and that would be the cheapest way to feed me. I love me some pasta. I'm actually having a date tomorrow with a man named Tom, Chinese PhD. He's a sweet guy. I feel really sad. I feel like if he really knew me, he wouldn't want to date me. He'd be ashamed of me as a streamer. You know, these Asian men are quite talented. You know, I have to say, if you ask me what attracted me to Tom, you know, he's kind of dopey looking. And it's kind of cute. And then, you know, he talks about himself, and it's like, there's just something I see in him, you know? And when you see something in someone, you kind of latch onto it in a good way. In a good way. And when you genuinely love someone, like really love someone, you just want what's best for them, regardless if you're going to be with them or not. And, that's how I was raised. So, exactly. So, is he gay? Is the Korean gay? Tessa, is the Korean person gay? And if I have errands to run, you need to come with me. I prefer not. Okay, Calico Boy, that's fine. But I might stream on your errands. Don't worry, I will make sure you're not on stream. He's an army vet, so he's not gay? Really, Tessa? You're gonna bait and switch me? The same. Heard. Always. It's how to be raised. It's how to treat other people. I don't care where you are on the political spectrum. I don't care what your religion is. But if you don't believe that, then you've failed as a person. And while I know not everybody's perfect in their own way, I think that's the one thing we can agree on. No, I have new. Thank you, Tails. But I appreciate that, Tails. I appreciate that. But here's the thing. Look, as much as I want a guy, the guy has to want me too. It's reciprocal. So everyone should be on the same page with that exclusivity. Look. Does this mean we're going to get always what we want? No. We always have to contextualize the situations. That's just how it is. So... yeah, you want to set me up with a sugar daddy? You know what's funny? I'll never forget when I was friends with my one friend from Australia who got Animal Crossing, and I was helping her out get her stuff, and she said to me, Nick, and I was like, yes, Leah. She's like, you're my Animal Crossing sugar daddy. And I was like, and I started laughing. I'll never forget she asked me about 9/11. Oh my God. Imagine telling an Australian young female woman, adult, about 9/11, and you're like in your 30s and she's in her early 20s. And then it's like, this woman is making me feel straight. I guess that's why I'm homoflexible rather than just gay. So it's like, the thing about labels is, I'll just never forget that remedial woman. She's like, you don't have to wear your labels. And some labels you can't take off. So... oh my God. So, you know what happened when I was in school? My civics teacher walked up to the doorway of my one class and he did this. That was the Twin Towers falling down. That was really depressing. You know what happened the next day? My brother and I stayed home from school. I'll never forget that day. It was one of the darkest days in history. I think the thing that was very impressive about it was our mother cared so much. I think the thing that I look back to the most when it comes to that day is how my brother and I loved that day and how we look back at that fondly. How we were able to get the day off after 9/11, and we just my brother's like, remember when we took advantage of our mother's paranoia to get off from school? Sweet. And we kind of just laughed at it because, when you're a child, you don't know any better. Even if you're in the 8th grade, your only conception is having fun. You don't really look at life through the lens of an adult. And unfortunately, adults don't know how to explain it to a kid because a kid just wants to have fun. They want to be able to enjoy what they enjoy and love. And I think adults sometimes are bad at that because they forget what it's like to be a kid. It's like I always remembered because my parents wanted me to be fun and free. You were. Fascinating. Was it happening during or what? because school was happening that day. I remember it was on a school day. It was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something. I can't even remember. It just feels so long ago. And, you know, part of me kind of blots it out a little bit. I'm not going to hold back. Like, I don't really like remembering it. And, well, you know, look. You know the Disney Channel? You know the Disney Channel? They covered 9/11. And it's like, Disney, whoa, 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 Disney. Look, I appreciate you putting Laura Bush on, you know, George Bush's wife. Dang, that teacher wanted you guys to see the Twitter. Yeah, well, the thing about that teacher was he was trying to communicate without showing the images. And I think that was kind of apropos to do when he did the two fingers, when he did that. Leather bar, Eagle. The Eagle. I might even go in, as long as there's no cover.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, Santa Ana? Okay. Fascinating. Look, I have to get to LA. I don't care how. I don't care. It has to be this week. If I miss VidCon, I'm screwed. I really just want to go. Even for a day. They're probably going to charge $100 just for a day. I wonder if what's-his-face is going to be there. Alex McIntyre. I wanted to meet him. He's a kid from Ireland that talked about the Colin Ballinger. His story really moved me. You know what I hate, though? It's like, as an adult, you're always judged. But even as a kid, you're still judged. When does the judging stop in life? You know? Good ending. Well, I hope for a good ending. I pray for that every day. Why? Yep. Oh, where are we now? So this is 12th. This is Folsom. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. I know where I'm going now. I know where I'm going. God, I'm tired. What time is it? 9:30. 9:39. Okay. And I'm at, what is the percent on the phone? 55. Okay. I can try to ride it out. Alright, so I got an hour left of streaming. So we might go to Eagle for like hot minute and then kind of back out. It says, I'll be right back. Just gonna take a shower quickly. Hopefully you still... Yeah, I should be on still. I'm just experiencing a little funkiness. God damn it. Well, I'm trying to believe that for every day, Tails, even if people misuse the context of God to attack me. You need to get help by swallowing a bunch of pills and admitting yourself and being miserable. No! I know what those people do. I'm not dumb. Those institutes hurt people. And I've been in them before. And they only scar you for life. They don't help you. They just make you feel more miserable that you went. And then they use their history to slam you several times harder in the face. That's what they do. That's what they did to my mother. So... Guys, can you tell me if I'm okay? Yeah, probably more. Probably like 8 or 9. Depending on traffic. Honestly, I can see that. I took a bus once from San Diego. That was like 9 hours. Maybe 10. Because of traffic. You know, it can sometimes take 3 hours just to get from San Diego to LA if bad traffic's bad. And if the bad traffic is worse, ooh, you don't want to know. Although you basically need to pull over at that point. Well, I will. Don't worry. I'll have my snacks, honey. I'll get my snacks. I'll get my snacks on, honey. You want me to get snacks? You want me to eat some snacks? Yeah, I got some snacks for you. You want a snack on me, too? You want a snack today? You want a snack? I'll be a little snack. Baby, I'm more than a snack. I'm a whole damn meal. You like my voice? You like my little snack voice? It's not my snack voice. It's the meal voice. You like my little meal voice? You like it, Calico Boy? You like it? How much do you like it? Oh my God, Calico Boy, I like you. You're just a fun little Calico Boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're fun. You're fun. You're fun. 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 Kidding. Sorry, I'm being wild and crazy and free. think I'm close to the Eagle. Is this the... Oh, I think I know where I'm going. Oh, is this the Costco? Oh, that's the Costco. Oh, yeah. I believe you, Tails. You know, I'll never forget that one skit on Courage the Cowardly Dog. I hate it this way. What's wrong with it? More macaroni. More cheese. More cheese and macaroni. Too much macaroni! Ah, perfect. Slams the dog in the face. I hate macaroni and cheese. And then you're just like, you're alone. Oh. I gotta see something real quick. Hold on, guys. I just realized I went the wrong way. Okay. Okay. I haven't had to pay my phone bill yet, which is remarkable. Verizon's really weird. Calcaboy, I can give you my number. Oh, we have Facebook, so... I don't know how I made it to adulthood, guys. How did a failure make it to adulthood? I didn't succeed at anything. I only succeeded at failing. How did I do that? I will later. I will later. Hi, Cat Gaming. Hi. Yeah, here it is. Eagle. I'm trying my best, Tails. Thank you. It's hard because people just want to say, pack it in, give up. Why do I want to give up? Mr. Beast never gave up, and he succeeded. Why can't someone have a final lucky break? I've been on the platform for 14 years. When do I get my chance to shine? When will YouTube be like, you know what, let's give it to Nick. Let's give it to Nick. Let's let Nick have a chance to shine. Thank you, Tessa. I think the bar is open, but don't get me misquoted on that. I can't tell if there's a cover charge. If not, I'll take my phone down. I can't tell if anything's going on at the bar tonight. So we'll find out real quick. Oh. It's a colorful bar. I think it's closed. Oh, it is. They're closed tonight? Weird. Why is the Eagle closed? Is something going on? Weird. That's so bizarre. SF Eagle. Huh. Weird. There's other bars up here. Hold on. Let me go up the neighborhood. Past. Nick, listen. You see when you friend request? You know, Downey. My friend Michael's in Downey. I have a friend named Michael. He lives in Downey. He works at Coca-Cola. He hasn't came to stream in a while. I miss him. I saw him last year. Yeah, you can take me to Sunset Boulevard. What story? What story? You know, there's an actor. I don't know why I want to say his name, but he did a couple movies, and they're gay ones, and he's one of my biggest inspirations when I was a young, little gay, queer 20-year-old. And you know, I wish I could just thank him in person. Oh, isn't that true? We both know that, Calca Boy. You don't have to hide from me. Yeah, I don't want to go through LA. Oh my god. You know, did I tell you the joke about La La Land? How they took the song City of Stars and they made it City of Cars? Spent your halftime driving there. It's a little truth. You know, E3 is at the convention off Figueroa. I know. I've been there. You'd basically need Mr. Beast to bring back E3. I need to start streaming on TikTok soon. Can I stream on TikTok? I have to do one of like... Heath Ledger? Are you talking about Heath Ledger? Like from... I'm just getting really tired. My energy's dipping. I gotta start going home. I gotta get home now. My energy level is dipping low, guys. I don't know how much I can last. Yeah, I won't pass out. It's fine. I'll live. It's okay. My brother beat my spirit, or beat my physical form, but he didn't beat my spirit. No, I'll go home. Look, guys, just stay on with me. I got 10 likes, not bad. It's a crying shame I didn't get any donations this stream. It's what it is. So I can't expect a donation every stream, but you know. No Jens today, right now. He's upset at me. I'm kind of sad that kind of thankful for that YouTube glitch, honestly. It's not my proudest moment. I just don't know how to talk to my family anymore. Especially. Now the whole thing. Yep. Yeah, I'm going back to the apartment. My skin is so sensitive lately. Oh, my Julia, opporete kadashi. Another place. I wish we could go to Knott's Berry Farm. I'd go there. Calico Boy, why are you so nice to me? You know, I never really expected people to be so kind to me when I was down low on my luck. And I always thought that people were rude to the homeless because the homeless were just bums. And I don't feel that way about the homeless. Look, I don't think homeless are bad people. Thank you. And I know it's rough because, look, we're all dependent on results, right? At the end of the day, bottom line has to be met. And what happens if bottom line isn't met? You kick the person to the curb. You didn't make the grade. You didn't make the cut. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It doesn't matter what you do. Bad, bad, bad. So sad. And then it's like, well, if I wasn't good enough, then why bother? You're just going to tell me I failed? Well, why bother trying to succeed? Thank you, Tails. I really mean it when I say, look, guys, I want my family back together. I want that more than the world right now. And there's nothing more that I want than the Oldberg family to be back as a one big family. Maybe we were the strongest unit when I was in high school because high school is difficult, but the easiest time to be difficult. And unfortunately, when you have to grow up, everyone just drifts apart. I can't stand that. That hurts my very core and soul. You know, my half brother Kurt, my other half brother Peter, my half sister Elizabeth, my brother Joseph, my twin Robert, me, my mother, my father. You know, I don't know. You know what we need, Calca Boy? We need Teddy Swims to listen to me. We need to make a campaign. And I'm not talking about the GoFundMe. Look, the GoFundMe is great. Look, $300, we're making some strides. But we need to make more strides. It's not enough. Like, we really need to focus on how we're going to campaign, how the campaign's going to work. I'm trying everything and their mothers to do what needs to be done. Not because it's all about me. Not because I want riches and fame. Not because I just want people to hate me. I want people to appreciate my story. I want people to feel like there's hope in the world. Even when their hope is vanquished, at least my story can make someone feel like my value and theirs doesn't mean nothing. And I mean that. And I'm sorry if the schmaltz and the cheese is fake to some people, but it's not. It's not fake to me. And if it's not fake to me, then it should be real to you. That's the facts. You know, I never told this, but I really... That's nice. Hope you're well, son. What was I gonna say? You know, when I did my Street Pass group in New Jersey, people took me for granted. And I explained to them what I was trying to do. And they didn't care. And I had to accept that they didn't care. And that was one of the hardest lessons I had to accept in my life. You know, if you gave me a time machine, boy, would I know how to fix my life. But I can't. And I have to just live every day like the next day is better than the last. When it feels like my whole progress can be burnt to the cinders at the stake. Mother would never say such things. Come here, little boy. Show me what you got. It's tough. Sorry. Sorry, it made me laugh. I'll just never forget, what's the line? Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. It was not by my hand that I was brought here once again. And given flesh. I was brought here by humans who wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs you as a savior. What is a man? But a miserable pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you? Okay. revelations. I have. Calca Boy, I have been to. Or look, let me tell you a story. My friend Michael invited me because he wanted me to meet up with Zero. Zero is a professional Smash Brothers player. He remembers me. You know why? Because I showed him my Tomodachi Life video for Let It Go. And he was like, wow. A male character singing a female song. That's bold. And I was like, that's how I am. I'm bold. So. Alright, I'm buying me time. What are we at right now on 10:07? Alright. I'll be up for a little longer. No, why? Are you offering me to get some food? I'm kidding. I can get stuff back at the apartment. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You know, like I did kind of skip-ish dinner. So my thing is sometimes I'll skip food because of how my body's really weird sometimes when it comes to food. It's very temperamental. You know, I had a very bizarre relationship with food. Yes, I'm going. So here's the thing about food, right? I will sometimes eat or skip meals because of how my stomach feels from the day. So my stomach, or I'll drink more coffee, and sometimes I overdrink the coffee because I feel like my body has to stay a certain way. And yeah, that's police. Alright, well, at least I'm not bothering them. God, that one security guard was horrible. I'm posting that video tomorrow of that security guard. I don't care. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. I will post. I will wake up early. But I'll be quiet. Because, what's his face? He's going to be there. So I am going to do it. I am going to do it. So I'm kind of going to be doing an interesting take. Energy level's dipping. You're welcome. I just try to be courteous. Put my sunglasses back on. Oh, shoot. The selfie stick's not doing a bad job though, at least. Donkey Kong Bonanza? Neither am I. Neither am I. We're gonna have some problems though. Major problems. I'm gonna have to plan a trip out to Donkey Kong. And then it's like, ooh, good luck, honey. Good luck, hon. Good luck, hon. Maybe I'll do another vlog on waiting for the Donkey Kong game. But I'm gonna have to, like, guys, I need your help. Do any of you have access to my Nintendo? Because we need to make sure I be the first one for this game. Can I be first to one game launch at least? I can't even be first to a game launch. This is a problem. This is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. Yeah, I'm getting there. What street is this? Yeah, I'm making strides. I'm making strides. So I'll do my homeless breakfast and my homeless lunch and my homeless this, and then I'll get on my way. No, Tessa. You will always be a mod, no matter what you think. You know why, Tessa? Because I like you too much. You just don't want me to say it. I'm sorry. I like you. I'll never forget when you fed me Subway that day. That made me cry. And someone who personally takes care of me, I appreciate them. Even my own family. I might have to be happy at my own family right now. Trust me, I'm not even happy at my twin brother. He's a piece of shit. He needs to be given the finger. But even though he needs to be given the finger, doesn't mean I don't find the unconditionalness to love him and appreciate him. Okay, got it, Tessa. Rancho Is that like Rancho Mirage? You know, technically I could go to Palm Springs. Although if I get it, it would have to be November. LA Pride already happened. That kind of sucks. San Francisco Pride is on the weekend at the end of the month. Arms. Okay, Tessa. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, I'm almost there. On the Chase Bank. I don't know how much longer I'm going to access my phone. Verizon hasn't texted me about my cell phone service. Yeah. Maybe we'll see. Personally, all right, Jens. Got about 15 more minutes. We're going up the street right now. Thanks, Jens. Hey, Jens, are you gonna donate again? I'm sorry. I'm being bad right now. Did you like the stream, Jens? You know I need the likes. You know, I couldn't believe someone was catfishing Teddy Swims to tell me that I was spiraling. I was like, that's pathetic, bro. You think I'm gonna take you seriously? No. Yeah, okay, catfish Teddy Swims. Think Teddy Swims like catfish? I'm sure Georgia, they like the crawfish there. The crawfish, very popular. Yeah. There was some person, and it was like pretty obvious. It was like, really? No. No! No! Hi, Cat Gaming. Eddy Street. Almost there. Okay. So I gotta think how I'm gonna do this panel for we'll come back to this. You're telling me. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. What does the fox say? How are you streaming this long? Because I charge my phone. That's how you get him. So I know that like streams I gotta do 2 hours and then end them. Having fun. Not bad. I'll have to update it later. I think it's at 3:05. I'm still waiting on other donations. It's hard. I need to get to LA soon. Yeah, not bad. You know, it'd be nice if I could dual stream with 2 phones. That'd be fun. Yeah, I have to soon. You know, maybe I'll get more notice on TikTok. TikTok has a certain advantage that YouTube doesn't. More views, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know how to do the stream a little bit. Cedar. Oh. Because I protest my homelessness. My status as a homeless person has to be protested. And because, Jen, if I don't protest my homelessness, I'll never get any better. That's the fact. I gotta keep letting my voice be heard. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Like, comment, subscribe. Unless Jen wants to donate for me to go on longer. Jens, do you want to go on longer? What do you think, Jens? You know, here's the thing about that, Jens. You want to go on longer or no? You do. Can you donate? Sorry, I can't help it. Sweet dreams. Look, here's the thing about that. If he apologized to me and he called a truce, he would have had a better option. But that's what it is, man. I'm not going to force the snake to become a rabbit. What it is. I'm not going to do that. Look, I should end the stream. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'm going to head out. See you guys later.